Hi all, hope you are doing good. Welcome to Gary, my NJDL YouTube channel. Here I am helping you how to get your first driving license using simple easy steps from New Jersey state. So this tutorial is for only New Jersey state. Okay, but the topics I have covered are very basic and it will be same in all the states. So you can use this for your reference. So here I am giving you 100% accuracy if you follow my instructions, uh, take down the examination and remember the questions what I have told you. So you'll be able to pass the examinations with 100% accuracy. So so this is how your driving license will look like. Finally, when you get, you'll see a symbol called D. So class D, this means that you are eligible to drive a car. Okay, this is for car, motor vehicle. Okay. So first, what is the age to get the driving privilege? So driving privilege is given at the age of 16. So at the age of 16, you can apply for a special learner permit. But if you are already 17, you are a first timer, then you need to apply for an examination permit. But if you are already 17 plus, then you already have a special learner permit, then you need to apply for probationary license. If you are 18 plus guy, you're starting as a fresh, then you can directly apply for a basic driver license. But if you have already a probationary license which you have accumulated from your previous experience, then you can apply for basic driver license. So 18, I was like already 18 plus, so directly I applied for basic driver license. So I also followed the same steps of like taking up the examinations, and I am consolidated all the questions what I remember from my exam and as well from my friends, and I have consolidated all the questions for you. So I'll give you an accuracy that 100% you will be able to pass the examination. So okay, so to talk about how to get the DL. So DL is a privilege that in the state is giving you. So first you need to apply for GDL. GDL is like graduate driving license. So for getting the GDL, you need to pass basically 3 examinations. One is vision test, knowledge test and road test. Vision test and knowledge test will happen on the same day when you're going for a knowledge test. Knowledge test is written examination. So you'll be able to complete both of them together on the same day. Once you are done, so you'll be given like some probationary license basing on which like you can drive for 3 months time. Okay, 3 months time you can drive using a car. You get familiarized with the road and signals and everything. Accordingly, you can come for a final exam that will be your road test. Okay, so first thing to talk about vision test. Vision test, you need 20 versus 50 accuracy. 20 versus 50 accuracy using or without using a corrective lenses. Okay, so you should be very careful in reading the words. Okay, so you'll be, when you are going to an examination, they will ask you to look at the two eye lenses what you are seeing over here. From that you'll be able to see a card like this. Okay, in this card you need to read this line. You see something like LPED, right? This is number 4, which is like 20 versus 50 accuracy. You will not have this number over there, you will just have this words. Okay, from these words they will ask you to read this line LPED. So if you are able to read this, you'll be able to like go for the written examination. Okay, so 20 to 50 is what they are looking for. So if you are unable to read it, then you need to visit a doctor and get the form ST14. Okay, form ST14 from a doctor. So he will give you some assistance to that. So if you are failing the examination, the motor vehicle guys, like, they will help you in getting this form ST14. Okay, I wish you all the best completing the vision test. So next will be the knowledge test. So knowledge test will be like 50 questions of like multiple choice answers you need to take, and you will be given 1 hour time. So out of 1 hour time, you should get 40 marks as a pass marks. Okay, so to quickly complete the exam, I suggest you to always like skip questions whichever like you are feeling like not sure. Okay, leave that question and go to the next question. So sample exams are available under this link. I will leave the description in the description link So you can go through that. Okay, similar way, once you are ready with the sample questions and everything, you need to go for scheduling the examination. So before going to sample test, it's your responsibility to read the entire driver manual. So you'll have some book called driver manual. You need to read this entire manual. Okay, so it contains 233 pages. So you can see that these are the table of contents that you need to go through. Okay, all these pages you need to read and remember what you have reading. Okay, and you can skip the one called motorcycle manual. This chapter is not relevant to a car license. Okay, so you can skip this one. All other remaining things you need to go through. So it will contain all the information related, like how you have to be following the traffic rules. It contains the all the information related to driving. You can see how you have to pass from a highway and how the road signals and everything, it will be there. So it is mandatory that you need to read this before taking up mock examinations. Okay, it's a responsibility, so don't forget that. Okay, so some sample questions I have given over here. So you can see that this is a sample question. Once you go through the full entire book, you need to come and take the sample questions. For an example, a driver approaching a flashing red traffic signal must slow down at a light, drive carefully without stopping, merge with the right, or stop before entering the intersection. So from this you need to give one right answer. In this case, the answer is D. The reason being, red light itself tells that you have to stop immediately. When it is like flashing, that means that you should be very careful. That means you should stop at the before entering at the intersection. Then you can go. So you have to completely stop and then see the traffic and then move accordingly. Okay, that's the answer for this question. Like this, you need to tick one. You in the actual examination you will find that tick box over here. You just need to tick it. Okay, and it will take you to the next one. Immediately the result will also be displayed in the same one, that you have given the right answer or wrong answer. Immediately it will tell you, okay, when you are going to the next one. Okay, to talk about, as I was telling, like you need to get 40 marks, 40 pass marks from 50 questions. Okay, so if you give even 11 wrong answers, that means that you are failed the examination. You failed and you have to again wait for 14 days to take up the exam again. So be very careful, and wherever my tips are like, you have to skip the questions whenever you are feeling like it is not, you are not sure about that. You cannot answer in the right way, or if it is confusing you, just leave the question. You need only 40 marks. So you can take care of that later. Try to complete the examination. So my suggestion is like complete the examinations, questions one by one. And you can skip and you can come back when you are already done. You'll have the option where you can directly go to the skipped questions. Okay. So before taking up written examination, thoroughly read the manual and take down a notes if possible, and then you take up the practice test. Okay. In my channel, I am giving you some 300 to 400 questions where I am giving you 100% accuracy that you will get 40 questions out of my entire questions what I prepared. So you need to go through them one by one and try to remember and prepare yourself for the actual examination. This will make you 100% pass in the exam. Okay, if you have any suggestions or questions, please drop in your comments. Okay, and okay, so if in case if you fail, so you have, as I'm telling you, like you need to wait for 7 days to take up the examination. So there is no limit that you can take. Only 7 days you need to give a gap. Okay, so if you fail examination on this Monday, take the exam again on next Monday. It's like that. So you need to give 7 days gap. But you can take how many you want. I don't think you need multiple times. First time you will be able to pass if you are following my tutorial exactly as it is. If in worst case you are not able to do, but second attempt you will be able to pass it. I am giving you that assurance. So the receipt what they are giving you in the initial, right, when you are applying for the written test, it is valid for only 180 days. So within 180 days you need to complete the written test. and once you get that written test, it is valid for, written test result is valid for 1 year. Okay, so if you fail in case the examination in 180 days, okay, you need to pay again $125 for getting a renewal. Okay, again you need to pay and follow the same step. I wish it will not happen to you, so so be very careful and try to answer it. Be confident and remember the questions. Exam is not that tough, easily you can pass it. You should have some basic sense and read the entire manual from the beginning. Okay, so then after you have completed the road test and written test, final will be your driving road test. Okay, road test where you need to generally you will have like 3 months gap. So for me, they have given me 3 months gap. Okay, so when I passed examination in January, they said you need to come back in April. Okay, so what they will do is like in this time you try to like take up some help from a nearby any driving instructor. He will help you, he will teach you everything. Okay, and practice using your friend's car or something like that, wherein like what are all the skills they will be testing is like, are you able to do driving in reverse? Okay, are you stopping at appropriate signs? In corners and intersections, how you are behaving? Are you able to stop smoothly? Are you sitting properly? Are you turning around when you are steering in the back? Okay, are you steering properly? Are you able to do parallel parking? And are you yielding to people on your right of the way? Okay, all these skills are tested. So I suggest you to take the time, the 3 months time for practicing all these things. Okay, so get familiarized, comfortable with the car. Okay, then you go for this one. And remember, when you're going for road test, you need to have a valid insurance. So without insurance, exam will not happen. Insurance is mandatory. Okay, and what happens if you fail the road test? So if you fail the road test, right, again you need to wait for 2 weeks time, 14 days to take up the examination. So again you have the same thing like 180 days time you have. Okay, so if you are unable to pass the examination in 180 days, you need to renew your test receipt again. So again it will start from the beginning. I wish it will not happen to you. So I wish you all the best for completing the road test quickly. Okay, so for more information, you have to visit the State NJ US site. Okay, and as well, driver manual. Driver manual is mandatory and you should read it thoroughly. So now let me show you how you can apply for examination and everything. Okay, so first you need to type in NJDMB in Google, which will take you to this site. Okay, this is official NJDMB site where you can see the driving license information. The first one, it will show you like what all steps are there. So when you are taking initial permit, it will show you like what is the minimum age. It will show you the criteria. Okay, if you are already 21, just click on 21, read everything over here, and then once you are comfortable, you go back here and use this option, driver testing. Okay, that is written test. In that we want to take the basic. Okay, click on basic, then it will show you the testing preparation. What are all testing preparations you need to do? Vision test, knowledge test, and road test. And you need the documents like 6-pointer ID. Okay, and you need that would be sufficient for you. And then once you are, same thing for road test also. If you go to road test, it will contain all the details. Okay, you need to read this. And so once you read and take up the mock-ups, and when you are ready, you need to go to an appointment. You need to schedule an appointment. First thing is go to knowledge test. Okay, remember, before going for a knowledge test, right, you would have taken a receipt. First you need to visit the DMV and tell them I want to take up the examination. They will take around $20 and then they will give you a receipt. Okay, using that receipt number you have to apply for the knowledge test. So knowledge test, you need to click on that one, then it will take you over here. So you need to begin and you need to give your zip code and your driving license number or state ID number. You will have state ID, right? You can give the state ID number and your SSN, and then you click on this one and it will take you to next page, in which like first you have to select the center. From the center you need to select the timings and date. So accordingly it will give you a confirmation. So after you getting that confirmation, you need to visit DMV on that particular date. So for road test, automatically when you complete the knowledge test, right, they will directly give you over there, or you can even go here and reschedule if you want. Okay, permit, you'll have a permit validation number and then your driving license number. You can give that and then you can sign in also. Okay, that's how it's very easy to get DMV license. Okay, and thank you for visiting. Have a nice day.